Welcome. Welcome. Please come through. Please come through. And please do let me know where you're connecting from, because that is a nice thing to do, to tell us where you're coming from so that we can get to, maybe you can find friends in the comment section. I hope you guys are good. Yeah, let's start with the intro and then I will go straight into the topic of today. Yeah, for some people, seeing me on a Wednesday is like weird, because what am I doing here on a Wednesday? Okay. But anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Losing in Love podcast with Madam Speaker. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self Love. If you're joining for the first time, welcome to the family of healing, self love, and motivation. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the continuous love and support that you are showing me. Ew, what's that? Ish. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, today we have a topic at hand, and that is becoming Bob the Builder. I don't know if you guys can see the picture. Can you see it? You know, most this current trend of shawls that people put on their shoulders, over their shoulders, written becoming Mrs. So and so. But the one that we actually have here is written becoming Bob the Builder. Can you fix it? I don't know what's going on there, guys, but with this algorithm of mine, like, I think different platforms work differently when it comes to how just the algorithm is wired, if there's ever such a thing. But the algorithm, yeah, Instagram, hey, it's so weird. I don't know if you guys remember, some time back we had a topic on being Bob the Builder, and a lot of people came through and they shared a lot. I think we've had a segment, we've had more than one lives where we're talking about being Bob the Builder. And we had one lady, and you guys, there's a long story behind that lady that I hope one day we'll get to sit and she'll get to share her own story. But there's a lot of supernatural things that are happening with that specific lady. So there's a lady who shared a story and said that she was Bob the Builder. In fact, when I compiled it and made a reel out of it and I put it on Instagram, actually I put it across the board, but it popped on Instagram. Like, 1 minute it's throwing me in Jamaica, the next minute it's in South Africa, the next minute it's in Nigeria. Like, it's just all over the place, that reel, ne? People are literally even recreating things using the sound. It's the reel where the lady was saying that she bought a guy a car, the guy then had another girlfriend, the girlfriend shot her, and then she woke up 3 months later from the coma. She took the guy back, the guy bumped her with a car, she bought the guy a house. Like, literally, she has more than 9 lives because she's just not dying, and the guy has done the worst. And I got to be in touch with her and we spoke. When I spoke to her, I realized, she's not one person that we can actually, I don't think she can stand a podcast, because I know that in as much as there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be on her side and people who are going to try to help her, but I don't feel like mentally she's strong enough to can withstand even the negative things that people are going to say, because there's a lot of stuff, guys. There's a lot of stuff with that lady. So I don't think I can put her, like, in the public like that for now, ne? And I've had her, like, I've had her on my WhatsApp, I think, for months now, guys, because that reel is so old. But if you check on my Instagram, it's actually even pinned. I think it's running 2.6 million views now, because every single month there has to be a new market of people who are just coming in and watching the reel for the first time, and they're shocked for the first time. And basically, the reason why I'm telling you all of that is the reason why we are here, because that reel keeps resurfacing and people keep checking it out and they keep coming forward and sharing their story. That's why we are here today. There's this fly that keeps flying and trying to, I don't know whose grandmother that is. Stay away, you fly on the ceiling. Anyway, that's what we're here about today. We're here to talk about becoming Bob the Builder. And I think, based on the fact that, this short thing is what is trending now, I was like, guys, I'm a creative. Let me use this as a thing. But I got a DM from that reel, obviously, because I know that every time when that reel starts popping up and showing up wherever, there's going to be people from that area who are going to DM me and tell me their own stories of becoming Bob the Builder, and. So this time, somebody actually came through to my DMs and they were like, hey, you know what? I also have my own story of becoming Bob the Builder, and here's how the story goes. Before I can share with you guys what the story is about, about this recent lady who is like a recent Bob the Builder. is that if you also have your own story of being Bob the Builder, you're more than welcome to request to join as a guest. Please request as a guest, not as a co-host, so that we can have more than one. We can have like multiple guests at the same time, right? But also with what I'm going to share with you now, you're more than welcome to join, to just say what you can say to advise the person who is in my DMs, or you can leave a comment, especially on YouTube, because I don't think on TikTok, obviously, once the live ends, it ends. There's not going to be any record of it. But if you leave your comment on YouTube, definitely she will go and watch and read what you've left there. Ne? But what the lady is saying is that she's a recent Bob the Builder, Bazalwan. And for me, what breaks my heart more than anything, we were live here yesterday. For those who don't know, you can go and check out that live. It was also a very beautiful live. We had Apostle Penyo coming in and sharing his 2 cents, and just wishing us well for the year 2025 and everything. So it was a beautiful live also. You can go check it out. But the main reason why I was live yesterday, it was just so that I can be grateful and say thank you to everyone, because yesterday YouTube actually reminded me that it marked 3 years since I joined YouTube, and the growth has been out of this world and everything. So I was just being grateful and all that, you know. But for me, more than anything, in as much as I do acknowledge the fact that the audience that I had 3 years ago when I started YouTube, it's not the same. It has grown. Like, we have grown so much that we've got new audience every day. So I can't expect everybody to know all the stories that have been shared here. So new people every day, new stories every day. So that, for me, I would say it's okay, even if some people haven't watched the segment of Bob the Builder that we've had in the past. But I think maybe you guys can help me decide in the comments also, that maybe we should have once a month, we should have a segment of Bob the Builder, where people just tell new stories of how they became Bob the Builder, because it seems like we can't just say we told it once and we are done with it and we can't talk about it anymore, because new people keep coming forward saying that they've got an experience of their own, and it's quite sad. For me, it breaks my heart every single time, because I always ask myself, where were you when we were talking about this we spoke about before, but you were not there. So maybe even if we have to talk about the same thing over and over again from time to time, different people, different experiences, maybe we should do that, so that the more we talk about it, the more we raise the awareness about the dangers of being Bob the Builder. You get what I mean? Okay, our guest has already left. If you want to come through and share, you are more than welcome to do that. But also, I'm still going to tell you what the lady in my DM, that one specific lady in my DM, is saying, so that maybe you can advise her, or if you've got a similar story, you can also share. Ne? So the lady that slid in my DMs today was saying that she's a recent Bob the Builder. Guys, this breaks my heart, like I said. She's a recent Bob the Builder. Like, recent as in this December. She's the Bob the Builder of the December of the 2024. Today is the what? Is it not the 8th, 7th, 6th? I don't know, something of January 2025. We've not even been like 2 weeks into January of 2025, but already it's already, they are crying. It is already crying. So the lady who is in my DM says that she's been with her partner for the longest time, and they agreed that they're not going to get married. I think, for those who have watched the interview that I've done with Queen Lee on Queen Lee's channel, when I was a guest there, when we were speaking about marriage, to say, do you have the right to say, when you're not married to someone, you can't cheat on me, because if you guys are not married, then you're not like together, so I can cheat. And then I was saying to her, some people don't even prefer to get married. You get what I mean? So for some people, they prefer partnerships instead of getting married. I think, for me personally, I would only want to get married because I'm a Mzalwane, and it's the right thing to do biblically. But otherwise, other than that, I mean, I would be okay with just a partnership. And also, because I am seeing people, I see someone who actually believes in marriage, maybe then we can have to meet each other halfway and compromise and be married. But if it was up to me, I'd just do partnerships, all right? So we don't judge people, even if they prefer Horobona. They want to do partnerships, life partnerships, instead of them getting married. So this specific lady who is in my DMs was that they agreed that they're not going to get married. They're just going to have a partnership, a life partnership. Yeah, because marriage to them doesn't hold any, it's not of any sentimental value, so they became boyfriend and girlfriend, partner and partner. They started building an empire together. They have 2 children together. And it happened that as they were building an empire, guys, you know what? When I talk, you guys will say I'm bitter. But it's fine. It's fine. I'll wear the bitterness cap even this year, 2025. It's fine. So these people ne, were in this partnership of a relationship of 7 years. They have 2 children together. They've like, the girl is content. She's happy with not having the ring on her finger, because for her it means absolutely nothing, because she believes that people only get married to please other people. If it doesn't make sense to them why they should get married, then they shouldn't do it, you know, which for me I feel like it eliminates a lot of problems. But now here's the issue. After they've been building an empire, like I said, or you'll say I'm bitter, the building empire part is a problem for me, because I don't know, Bazalwan. I feel like this thing of building an empire, I don't know how we're going to do it, because here I am. I'm still dating. I'm still building empires with boys. I don't know, like, what must happen. How are we supposed to be building these empires with these boys for us not to get our fingers bent over and over and over again, you know? But hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Hasiso. Thank you so much, Rebecca, my beloved. I appreciate you guys. I'm only giving shout out to people who are joining on YouTube, guys. Sorry, TikTokers. I'm kidding. I love you all. Anyway, so this lady, just hold on there, my guest, my beloved guest who just came in on TikTok. Just hold on for me. Let me finish the story and then you can come in there. But if you want a request to join, you can request in the meantime. But I'll only accept your request once I'm done with sharing what is in my DMs, okay? Now, this lady says that after 7 years of partnerships, 2 children later, them building an empire together, you know, Empire State of Mind, New York, New York. She resigns at her workplace. They buy this business, ne? And when they buy the business, you know, for other people, guys, it makes sense why one person should resign. They take the pension, they invested in a business, as long as the head of the other one is functioning, and as long as you have it written down to say this is how, because it's a business, excuse me, it's a business transaction. Yes, you guys are together in the, you know, mating. But when it comes to business, step out of the bedroom, step into the boardroom and discuss business there. You can't do that, my friends. So he resigns so that the business can be strengthened, you know. So what the guy did was that, because remember, Yena, in as much as he has resigned, hi, Methy. In as much as Yena, she has resigned, she is still busy with other businesses. You know, guys, some businesses, ne, like the fashion design business, some business require you to be hands-on, like hands-on. So in as much as she has resigned and she has given the funds to this guy so that he can run another business. It's their businesses, right? They're building an empire for their children and for their generation and generation. Ne? He's still working. So he's like the backup, so that if anything happens, at least the guy is there. You get? Now, hey, Bazalwan, you know, most the attitude that comes with the fact that you're not married. Like, I must go to your home. I must be cooking, doing Makoti duties. I'm not your Makoti. I mean, I'm your life partner. Not this guy. Guys, also stay away from guys from Limpopo. I love them. They're my brothers. Hey, but stay away from Limpopo guys. Not this guy taking the change from their pension and marrying another wife in Limpopo with her pension money while they're still together. In this 2024, we're in 2025 now. This man takes 25% of her pension. The 75%, they used it for the business, right? The new business that they have. But the 25%, he took it and threw an entire wedding in Limpopo for the wife. And when he comes back, he says to her that he's a traditional Limpopo. I can't say which tribe in Limpopo. Ne? He's a traditional what guy from Limpopo. And they believe that there should be a wife, especially in that clan where they come from, because wives are important to have, because you can't speak in the council of men when you don't have a wife. And he admits that he doesn't love this wife like per se. It's just a childhood sweetheart. But yeah, nothing changes between the two of them. They're still in this life partnership. They can still build this empire together. But this guy took 25% of her pension and went and married this girl in Limpopo, who actually does not mind being the second wife. Because the girl in Limpopo was told that she's a second wife and she's okay with it. But the one in the Johannesburg, she's not even a wife, guys. They're in a life partnership because they don't believe in marriage. So that is what becoming Bob the Builder has landed me here today on this beautiful Wednesday, while I'm supposed to be sitting minding my business. I'm here. 2025. I've been fafatling for the past 3 years talking about Bob the Builder. We are here today. So iyaphela kanjalo indaba norapeleng, guys. That is what has brought us here today. We have my sister Delta. Is it my sister or my brother? Aisha, you know what, guys? I mean, I'm creaming.
It's a sister.
My sister, talk to me, my darling.
How are you, my sister?
I'm good, thanks. Your voice sounds familiar. Do I know you personally?
No.
I don't know you.
But I think my voice, because I like calling radio stations, so every time when I go live, people think that...
They think they know you, ne?
Yeah, because I like calling radio stations, especially on such topics.
Okay, no, you have a familiar voice, my sister.
Is it? All
yeah,
right.
Talk to me.
My sister, but guys, what are we building, man? We can't be here. First of all, I respect their decision to say that they want to be in a partnership. But let's remember that marriage is a contract. Let's forget about the traditional concept of marriage, of we are going to have kids, I'm going to go this, I'm going to do this. Marriage itself is a legal contract that protects you on your personal level, that protects your asset, that protects any arrangement that you make together. Whether it's your pension at work, whether it's your assets that you accrue, whether it's the children that you bore inside marriage. So marriage in itself is a contract. And there has to be a stage where we see it as a contract more than any other thing. Secondly, when you are in this partnership that has bedroom politics inside, and you also include business partnership, it's difficult for you guys to draw a reasonable partnership agreement that I will draw with you, Madam Speaker, when we decide to go into business together. When I come and invest in your podcast, we will have to have an attorney who will advise us on the legalities of this partnership. So we really, really need to have an understanding of who actually was not comfortable in the marriage. Was it the husband or the male partner, or was it her who's not comfortable with the marriage? Because now it seems the guy now,
he was not being truthful when he said that he doesn't mind not getting married.
Yes, and I've worked in an environment where we deal with deceased estates. That's why I say it's time that people understand that marriage is a contract that protects two people in respective of what will happen. Marriage, feelings and love, there's a period for that. But then going forward, it's more about the head, the legalities, the actual behavior that has to be assessed in line with, is this behavior good for this contract of marriage? I don't know how long people stay in a honeymoon phase, but in me, my honeymoon phase doesn't last more than 2 years. From the third year, I start thinking logically, maybe because of the industry that I've worked in, that I've seen that if you are not voguing, they'll call you bitter. They'll call you bitter. So my sister, I think you really, really need to go back and re-look at the partnership agreement.
So my sister, because in this case, sorry to interject, my love. In this case, the situation is already here now, I feel like, okay, cool, we are raising an awareness for those that are still coming, because I have a I have a feeling that the generation that's coming behind us, they are really not inspired to be married. I think we are contributing to them not wanting to get married, because they do understand, with us being open and honest about what actually happens in marriages, maybe they're not inspired enough, so majority of them, they appreciate this type of awareness, because they understand that even if you are in a partnership, you must not still be Bob the Builder, even though you are not married. But now, what do we say to the person who is in this situation? Because right now, as we speak, she even has some debts that they accumulated together in the business that she is now having to pay. You understand what I mean? And now having to deal with this matter, they agreed between the two of them. They agreed that they won't get married. But this guy goes behind her back and marries somebody else with her pension money. What leg does she have to stand on legally? What is step number one in this situation?
I think step number one is to look at the business itself, to say that, okay, this business as a legal entity, who are the partners in this business? Is she and the partner, are they in equal? How was the business registered? How was the business registered? Does she have proof of transactions where she says that the money, I've put it in the business physically. You know, I've put my money in my pension proceeds in the business or I've put it in the personal account of the other partner, because those are the things that you should look at. And what are the assets in the business? For now, is there a recourse that she can get from the actual business? Is the business running, or is the business sufficient to say that we face facts, that this is what you've done, you've betrayed me? I would rather, as in today, decides that we liquidate the business, then we pay the debt that we accrued from the business, irrespective of if the debts are in my name or what. So she'll have to go back to the drawing board.
You know, my love, ne, when it comes to the business itself, ne, the business is not doing bad at all. The business, I agree, you need to give it time, but based on the experience that they have over the years, they can overcome or whatever that needs to be overcame for the business, you know. But now the problem is that the 25% of her pension, which has been used now to bring another party into the relationship, it's not about the business itself. You understand what I mean? So I don't know how now the two become related, because the betrayal has got absolutely nothing to do with the business, because whatever that needed to be done on the business side was actually done to improve the business. But the problem is the 25% of a pension, which was now taken to marry somebody else. Now a stranger has come to join us. And the guy is saying, when it comes to the business, when it comes to the empire that we agreed on building, I'm okay with all of that. I'm willing to put in money also from my side. I'm still going to continue working hard to build the empire that we agreed that we're going to build. But now the difference is that there's a new party who is coming in. We are no longer two now, we are three. Because this guy has decided that he's going to bring somebody new into this relationship or this partnership.
Hi, happy this time we no longer have a relationship, this partnership. Because of, honestly speaking, the lady has to decide whether she moves outside this relationship. Because remember, that other woman now becomes a dependent to the husband. Becomes a dependent to the husband. And we cannot say that that person is the second wife because of he's the one who's been married. This one, we don't believe in marriage, we are not married.
So she's not even the second wife, she's the first wife.
She's the first wife. And if they've concluded all the customary proceedings for the marriage, whether they've signed or not, they are married in community of property. That's why I'm saying that she has to look at the assets of the business. Are the assets of the business protected from the individual estates? It's no longer about saving the bedroom issues and the love and the kisses. It's about bread and butter issues. The 25% is gone. Can I see that my 75% and all the years that I've worked for, I'm going to fight to protect these assets. I'm not going to get a word from him saying that, no, I'm still going to work hard for the business. I'm still going to work hard for this. I need to protect the business. Then we can decide about the relationship after she's rest assured that the business is protected legally. Because that one is the first wife, Madam Speak.
Oh, my way.
Now we are not getting married.
Yeah, we have an agreement that me and you, we are comfortable with just being life partners.
Yes.
Because my sister, you know what I'm thinking then? I'm thinking that if this was just pure business, if these two people were not in a relationship, we wouldn't be sitting with issues where we want to question each other in terms of the shares and everything in the business. Because if the money was in there and maybe the guy robbed her 25%, they were just gonna look at the robbing of the 25%. If it went somewhere else, if it didn't go into marrying somebody else to come and be part of the equation. You understand what I mean? I think it would be different, because now what makes it even more complicated is the fact that on top of this guy not being truthful about taking money without her knowledge to put it somewhere else, that money that has been put somewhere else comes with more problems now. If it wasn't coming back with any problems, it was going to be better. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But that's what I'm saying. This is pure thing of, it's cheating. So how is she going to deal with the cheating? It's like me, I'm married. If he goes and pay lobola for someone else in Taung, I'll have to deal with that part that he decided to marry someone. So, he betrayed the love partnership. As as well as the business partnership, because the 25% was supposed to guard against the business or the financial position of the two partners, living partners. So say it's a mile and brought another, another person, third person, who's now a liability, who can also bear children.
You know,
And
my sister, you know what is the problem in this whole thing? Because I feel like for me, because the relationship with the new wife has been going on behind her back for long, the guy feels like he knows the wife to a point where he understands that she won't cause any trouble. So all he's focusing on is reassuring this woman that he's in a life partnership with, to say, you don't have to worry about her. She won't be any trouble to us. I just married her for the family name and what, and we are done. But when it comes to what we've been building, and nothing changes, everything is still the same.
My sister, now I've got trust issues, so now I don't trust a snake.
Yo.
A snake.
Well, you can't trust that guy in your bed. You can't trust that guy in your business. Doc, my love.
Yeah. So my thing is, if you were in a business, if let's say this was just a business, let's pretend they were not married.
They're not married, my sister. They're in a partnership.
Or let's pretend they were not in a relationship. Let's pretend it was a purely business partnership. What business partner goes and gets a new person to bring into a business without talking to me when we are co-founders of the business?
But so, this guy, my sister, this guy is saying that he's not bringing the lady into the business. He's saying that that lady, he just married her to be the wife. So according to him, in his head, that lady, the new lady, is not part of. Is not gonna tamper with what they've already built. She's not gonna be part of any of that.
You can superimpose that same idea into a marriage, even traditionally. Even I don't know about in South Africa. I'm from Zimbabwe, but traditionally from Zimbabwe, you are not allowed to go and get a second wife without the approval of the first wife.
Remember, she's not a wife. The first one is not a wife, is a life partner, because they agreed that they're not going to be in a marriage, because marriage is overrated. Marriage is not even necessary anymore. So they agreed that they will just do life partnership for life. Now this guy goes behind her back.
We agreed that, and you, Snake Nyana, you went back and decided that marriage wasn't what we called it. Oh, you're a liar. Get out of my life.
My sister, wait. So the guy still believes that marriage is not serious. That's why even the wife he married, he's marrying her for the family. And so that they can get off his back, so that the family clan, he's from royalty, they will leave him alone. That wife is for the royalty family. It's not for him and his partner. Him and his partner, now he's back in Johannesburg. They must continue where they left off when he went home in December. They must continue. That one, she must pretend as if she doesn't even exist.
Abel, this is not a video game. It's live. We are live. This is not a video game.
It's serious, my sister. It's in my DMs now.
Okay. In the case that you're describing, I would actually be very careful. I wouldn't be reactive. I would get honest with myself about what I think about this man and what he's saying. Because it is what he's saying completely impossible? No, he could be. In fact, actually, that happened in my life, which was that when my father went to say, I'm about to marry this woman because my mother was pregnant with me, he got home and they said, oh yeah, we have a customary wife that we were already waiting for you to get of age. You now have to take the wife too. So automatically it became my wife. Their marriage didn't work because they just didn't get along. But sometimes those kinds of things that are customary do happen, and the person is really not invested. And as long as there's complete transparency, and I think that I fully trust that he's not just playing games to get extra on the side, then I might consider it.
Let's say this is truthful. Let's say really this guy comes from a royal family and he really needed to get this wife for the family and everything. What does it now say to you and your life partnership? Because remember, this guy, he never came to you and said to you, there's a situation. I mean, I come from a royal family and this is what is going to be expected of me. I must marry my second or third cousin to continue the bloodline of the family. But what I believe in now, I believe in life partnership and I'm happy with you and I'm so much in love with you and I want to build an empire with you. But that doesn't really take away the fact that I come from a royal family and I'm expected to marry my third cousin just for the genealogy to continue. So it's true. But what does it say about you? Because this person never came to you and discussed this thing with you from the beginning.
For not telling me prior, because if you had told me prior, I might have done things that I might regret.
So from here going forward, okay, what do we do now? Maybe Ntwaki has a son. Ntwaki. Hey, Jesus Christ.
Hey, my sister.
My sister, you have a solution. Please have a solution.
I think the only thing that our sister can do is to seek legal advice.
Okay.
I think this man has lied to her. He's got secrets. I wouldn't trust him going forward.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't trust the word that he says. I think the only way to salvage whatever she can salvage of her assets is to seek legal advice. Because they don't have a contract. They don't have a marriage contract that would have protected her.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that she can do is really just to seek legal advice and take things forward. And she mustn't stay in the relationship just because this man is telling her, no, but I don't care about the wife and I still love you. He still loves her because, there's a stake in the business. So he doesn't want to give up that.
Sure.
Madam Speaker.
Yes, my love.
What is the history of this man in this relationship in terms of transparency and honesty?
So you see,
because it depends on, because a person is a person. There are patterns.
Yes.
Is this the kind of thing he's done in other forms in different manner before, or is it an isolated incident?
This is an isolated incident, but also when you now discover this isolated incident,
is it an isolated incident?
I'm gonna mute you just for like. Yo. I'm trying to mute Mpumelelo here so that because there's a feedback noise that's coming from her. But
because
I think we're good.
The man that's about Nyash all over is always the man that's about Nyash. You have history. I've caught him in text messages. I've seen some girl has called me HEG, but not, if that has never happened, and this is the first time, I wouldn't blame him for not being completely transparent and honest, because hey, we know ourselves as women.
Let me tell you, my sister, if you have not watched the latest episode that we aired this past Sunday on our sister podcast, the Safe Space Chats podcast, we were interviewing a lady by the name of Aus Carol. Aus Carol was saying that she was married to the husband was a good husband, beautiful marriage, everything was beautiful until the day she found out that this guy has actually been sexually abusing the children in the family. So even if this is your first time finding out this, but you are finding out a door which makes you look at this person completely differently to the way you've been looking at them in the past, So we can't really say because this is the first time that they've been dishonest, because for the past 7 years when these people have been together, the relationship has been good. The guy has been transparent until now. So how do we now know if there's something more? Yes, ma'am.
Going back to that live, I watched it, and it made my stomach turn. But remember that lady, even from the time when the child was 3.
No, not that one, my sister. Not that one. Not that one.
That's different.
I'm talking about the other one. Yeah, the one we aired on Sunday where the lady was married for more than 35 years. Such a beautiful lady. But she stood with the victim from the get-go. So what turned there was that when she now found out this guy to be something that he's not, that's when a veil was taken off and now she was starting to see him for who he really was, like each day. You understand what I mean? So what I'm trying to say with that, the reason why I'm referring to that is because I want you to understand that once you discover something which has been untruthful about someone, it changes everything altogether. You understand what I mean? You can't say that because this person has been truthful, this marrying someone behind your back is not you texting someone and just, having phone sex with someone. You married an entire human being behind my back. Does it even get worse than that? You get what I mean?
I come in on this.
Nompumelelo, yes, my darling?
Yes. There's something that Ms. Delta said about them being married, ne? yes, he paid lobola. They did not sign and what, but automatically the wife has now access to everything that they own together. You understand? Because everything that the man owns now belongs to the wife. So do you understand that the business that the woman has with the man is now in jeopardy? It's no longer them two owning the business together. It's now them three owning the business together. So as much as the husband has a say, the new wife now has a say as well. Do you understand that? Let's say tomorrow that the husband drops dead, for instance. Everything that they accumulated together, she now has to share with the wife. Because now that's the man's wife. So for me, Doc said that she should get legal advice as soon as possible and try to separate the business from his marriage and whatever. Whether she stays in the relationship or not, that's on her. Because I don't think it would make sense for a woman to stay with a man who is able to go and get married, a whole wife, and bring her behind her back. Do you understand that? So I think that the best option for the lady is to go and seek legal advice, and then after that they can start talking about the relationship aspect of the amalgamation that they have, because now she's in danger whether she wants to acknowledge it or not, but financially she's in deep danger.
I wanted to
As
get to
far as
that
the business
when is it Nompumelelo? Sorry, I wanted to get to
Yes.
that to say that even if she goes to seek legal advice, she has already lost. She just needs to go there to find out how bad is it.
Yes, she has, because the wife came in while there was no legally binding contract separating her from whatever. So now her getting legal advice is like her now trying to protect her stake of the business. But she's lost big time. Because the new wife has now gained, even as much as he's trying to convince her that
She won't be
she
any
has nothing
trouble.
to do with the business, we won't be in trouble, she won't be trouble, she won't what. The wife has already gained a lot from just getting married to the guy, and she has lost big time.
Yo,
Even
I
if the
think
wife
for
just,
me,
even if the new wife just decided she wanted to divorce the guy today,
yeah,
already she can just walk away with half of your business.
because I feel like the lady there who was in the DMs, the lady in question, when the reason why she came to me is because she just wanted to hear different opinions and also to hear how bad is this situation, because she's very much aware that by virtue of this guy just going out there to marry this woman, she has already lost. So she just wanted to hear from different opinions on how bad is it, or what do the people have to say about this whole situation. Village girl?
No, it's bad.
It's bad, ne?
She should just know what it's bad already.
Village girl? The village girl has left. She's still here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, my darling.
Madam Speaker, I relate too much in this conversation you're talking about. I've been married for 11 years. So my husband in 2022 engaged another person while I didn't know about it. He bought the ring and engaged another person. So few weeks back, that lady, she was not aware that he's married. Even the family of that girl, they didn't know that this person is married. They knew him as that he is a person that have one child. They don't even know where the mother of the child is. So the lady called me and said, the lady called the husband. I was there, so I saw the call. I answered it. I've never answered this call. That day I wanted to charge my phone. So I answered the call. I said, hello. So she dropped the call. Later, the other lady called and asked him, who's answering your call? So I answered. I said, it's the wife that is answering. So who are you? So that lady started saying that, which wife? Because he didn't say that you have a wife. I said to him, answer the question that they're asking you. He said, no, I'll call you back. He dropped the call. So that lady, I don't know how she got my number. She called me and asked me, hey, what is going on about this person? Because me, I don't know anything. We engaged in 2022. And we've been doing business even together and stuff. I said, no, me and him, we have been married in 2019. We've been staying together since. He said, hey, I know him as he's staying with a brother. I don't know him as he's staying with somebody. So what you are saying is happening because now marriage, I think, is a scam.
So my sister, when you guys discover each other, you and the other woman, or this man, he married you and then he goes and he marries the other one. So what was the way forward now?
The way forward is that he must continue with the one that he engaged. You understand? Because I cannot continue staying with someone that engaged to another person. You understand?
Did you involve the family?
No, I didn't involve his family. This thing is doing it alone. It didn't involve anybody. But the family knows about this girl. Because she said to me, I've been communicating with them. She even sent the conversation they were communicating.
My sister. So what is it? Does he? Yeah. Now what does he say? Does he say he wants the both of you to be his wives, or he doesn't want to be married to you anymore?
He can't answer any question. There is no question that he wants to answer.
So what are you going to do, my sister? You are leaving the marriage?
Yeah, I am.
Sure.
I have to.
My
because
sister.
You see, it's better something hurt you once, not like something that will hurt you forever.
Yeah.
Because that thing, you will live with it for the rest of your life. So it's better something hurt you now, and then you go over it. You move on, than something that it will be killing you every day. So it's better something hit you once, and then you move on, you continue with your life.
Sure. Yeah, no, that is true.
Something from Village Girl. Yes. Did you guys sign? No, we did not sign. We just paid bride price. We didn't sign anything.
But you want to go, maybe you should, it's always advisable that even if you didn't sign, you should go the legal route to have your divorce decree when you want to dissolve the marriage.
I was thinking if you guys I must go, because he have that paper of the Lobola thing. So he can use that thing to go and claim my provident fund and other stuff that I have. So I have to go the legal way to cancel everything within that paper so that it won't work against me. Because I was thinking, Mina, if you had signed, you and the guy, then you could sue him for breach of contract. Because if you are civilly married, he cannot take another wife. It's against the law. So you could sue him for breach of contract. Now, since you say you did not sign, it's customary marriage, and it allows the guy to take a second wife. So it becomes a bit complicated, Gela. Yeah, I did not sign.
Sure, my sister, I'm so sorry. Eh? You know, when you are seeing these things in the DMs, you'll think it's not realistic things until people actually say this is also my reality.
It's real, and it's happening. Because even when you ask him question, okay, what is the reason of engaging another person? He said you don't know. How come you go to the shop and buy a ring without knowing what you are doing? Is it possible? It's not possible.
Hi, my sister, you deserve better. You don't deserve that nonsense, because obviously, clearly, he's not remorseful. He doesn't regret anything. In fact, if anything, he wants you to just accept the fact that he's taking a second wife and he can do as he pleases. So you don't even deserve that nonsense in your life.
And to the fact that that girl even told me that day you answered the call, even my mother was there. Like before, the mother even called his phone. I answered. I downloaded his WhatsApp in my phone. So the mother of that lady called and said, "Hey, I want to speak with my husband's daughter." I said, "Which husband's daughter are you talking about?" She dropped the call. I've called. She asked me, "Where are you staying?" I told her where I'm staying. So later, the following days, when the daughter called, maybe she wanted to confirm who is answering the phone. So I asked him, which means in that lady's house, they know you as an in-law. Yeah, which means now you are the son-in-law. I don't think the mother of that lady can call if you are the boyfriend. I don't think so. Even my mother cannot do that.
Sure.
So,
Mara, also this lady and her family, they must also be careful, hey? They must also be careful if they think that...
Yeah, because now she might think that she have won. That person is very tricky. Because if a person can even lie that he have kids, if a person can lie that he is married, if a person can live a double life, that person can kill.
Yes, my sister is a very dangerous. Clearly, the two of you, none of you knows this person. You don't know this man.
I don't know him. He's very, very dangerous.
Sure, sis.
He's very, very dangerous.
Ask kiss, my sister.
He even told me that day you answered the call, he said to me he's going to my family. The lady is coming from Polokwane and he's going to Polokwane to go and say sorry. I said,
No, it's fine. Let her, it's her time to shine. Let it shine on her. As long as you've discovered the truth.
I even told her that I wish her the best. She must enjoy when it lasts. Yeah, because you will never know tomorrow.
Sure, sis. This is heavy.
I will come and do the broadcast.
Nah.
Just give me time.
Yo, my sister, you really need all the
I
support.
will.
You know
I
what?
will.
I think I have you. Are you? Am I friends with you? I think I'm friends with
Yes,
you.
yes, we are friends.
Oh, my
Yeah.
sister, me and you we spoke before.
Yes, we
I even
spoke
have you on my
before.
WhatsApp, ne?
Yeah, you even gave me your number. We spoke.
Yes, we spoke. I think we spoke once, and you shared the story. I think sometime last year. I
That's last year,
remember.
October or September, somewhere there.
Yeah, where you were sharing Ori, this person you found out he impregnated somebody else somewhere and
Yeah.
what. Yes, is it the same guy?
It's the same guy, same person.
So that girl, he ended up in. Hypo, guys, I can't believe this is a movie. So he ended up in engaging that other girl.
That time the lady was pregnant.
Yes, I remember when you shared the
Yeah.
previous time you said the lady was pregnant.
Yeah, he engaged that lady while she was pregnant.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious.
Yo, my sister.
I'll
Yo,
come,
please.
I'll
Yes.
come and do my broadcast. Just give me time.
Nah, no, I wish you all the best, my sister. As long as you still have my number, please just holla at me whenever, and then we will talk if you need help with anything. Because, hey, this has been dragging, and at some point you need to really just get it over and done with, and just wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be done.
Madam Speaker,
Yes, ma'am.
I've changed my mind
About what, my sister?
about my opinion about the lady that we're talking about. There was one thing that I was forgetting more.
Hey.
You said it. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You said he took 25% of a retirement account and you went to use it to marry the other lady.
Yes, because the lady resigned so that they can.
Leave him and leave the country and never see the man again.
Yeah.
Like, she needs to sell the business and leave him and get away from him.
Oh, wait, my sister. Remember, they are in business together, ne? And they were both working. So the lady is the one that had to compromise and resign because she has a lot on her hands in terms of the businesses that they're busy with. So from the 100% of what she got from her retirement, ne? 25% is what that guy stole and married another woman. 75% is what was invested back into the business.
That's my problem. You can steal from the business, but don't steal my money.
Yeah, so also she doesn't have the luxury of just selling everything and running away because the business is for the both of them.
She needs to sell it.
My sister,
they both need to. He needs to sign the paper to sell it.
Mara, I agree now the guy's focus is not. That's why I think Nompumelelo was talking about how she must get legal advice because she doesn't have the luxury of just saying, "Well, I want to sell because you betrayed me." Me and you, we are not married. We are partners. We just happen to be sleeping together.
The luxury of saying, "I just want to marry another person."
For family, for the tradition, I have married another wife. I'm sorry.
She needs to leave. Whatever she does, the legal advice she needs to get is to get away from this man because that's a lack of conscience that's beyond. To take from my hard-earned dollars to go and marry another woman. That man is dangerous.
Hey, no, the living part I think she will do, but hey, it doesn't come that simple, my sister. Eh? It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of work that needs to be done. I think we have the Tendo Kaye. Tendo Kaye is the only one who has not spoken yet. And Tendo Kaye is she's back. Hello? Tendo Kaye?
Hi, Sissy.
How are you?
I'm good in you.
Good, thank you, my darling. Talk to us. We are listening.
No, I don't have much to say.
Or you were just giving us moral support?
Yes.
We appreciate you, Sissy, and we love you so much. Thank you.
Madam Speaker.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I'm sitting here thinking when you are saying that it's not going to be that simple for her to leave, especially that we don't even have like enough information in terms of what kind of business have they entered into. Because to me, for the guy to take 25%, how did he take that 25%? In which account did the money go into? Because if the lady received, let's say, 100% of her pension payout, automatically it was paid to her. And then if the money was to be invested in business, where did that money, the transaction, the paper trail?
To the business, to the business account.
To the business account.
Yes.
How does he have access of taking 25% How did he account for that? How did he account for that? How did he, you know?
You know what, my sister? I think her discovering afterwards what the money was actually for, because you see how these people will take money out and it's making small transactions. Like I don't entirely blame her, guys, because that's what I'm saying, that I've been there. I know how it's like to blindly just let things go, sign things without looking, because you trust the person that you are with. You are careless. You're not scrutinizing everything because you've been with this person for 7 years. So sometimes when they say to you, please sign here, please approve there, I just want to quickly buy this, there's this and that. And when you are busy with other businesses, you just say, you know what, love, I trust you. Just do your thing. You've been running this business for so long. I trust your judgment. We do that as women.
Yeah, that's why I want to. Those are the things that when she gets legal advice, she needs to also gather information from. Did he steal from the business? Did he misinterpret? You know, because this is going to be. It has to be a battle, whether she likes it or not. Because of this guy, will hold on to this woman. Because of this woman, it's maybe business savvy. This woman is really maybe versatile. This woman can work so hard, you know. So there's much capital and wealth investment in this woman. But there's also another investment back home. I don't know whether it's Venda or Kiani. But also, they already have 2 kids. Will that other woman also have to bear children who are royalty because of she's, you know, and those kids, they become an heir to the estate that is built by this partner. So la fanele kusheshwe athole a serious legal advice and take serious legal steps. There's nothing.
Sisine, I hear you, ne? And I totally agree with you. I believe that she's here, she's watching, she's listening. But the one thing that breaks my heart more than anything is that, you know how we women sometimes we just want to hold on. It's not easy for us to let go, ne? So this woman, she really was hoping that maybe she can challenge the marriage with the other woman, so that the other woman can be sent back, not be part of this that they're building. Like literally, the advices that you guys are giving and saying legal advice on this and that, it's basically you guys saying she must accept that the relationship is over. But Yena, in essence, she actually wanted to know if maybe she has a chance in terms of saying, I don't approve of this marriage, so this marriage is null and void. It's just still me and this my partner, and we are doing this partnership thing going forward legally. So she doesn't want to let go of the man. She doesn't want to let go of the business. She just wants this partner who is being to not be part of the equation. Yes, ma'am.
Madam Speaker.
Yes, ma'am.
When it comes to the guy being married, it has nothing to do with her. She's got no leg to stand on that regard. She's got no way that she can fight it. It's not even a battle that I think that she should embark on, because that has nothing to do with her as far as her being just a girlfriend. Because in all honesty, she's just a girlfriend who's in partnership with her boyfriend. So how can she challenge a marriage? It's like a side chick wanting to say she wants to give orders to a wife. So she's now a glorified side chick. Who's being now given a title of Namkulu that she doesn't even own. She's not wearing that crown. The one that's wearing the crown of wife is the woman who just walked in here. Because she waltzed into wealth and fortune and everything. You understand? She had to work her fingers to the bone to build something that another woman has just come in and inherited, so to say. So as far as her saying what she wants to challenge the marriage, she's got no leg to stand on, legally or otherwise.
Sure.
Yeah, well, so now that's why I think everyone is concentrating on the fact that we can let her fight for her business, let her fight for her money, let her
realistic things.
Let her gain what's left of their assets. Do you understand? And concentrate on that, because the marriage part or the relationship part, she's got absolutely no leg to stand on. At least with Ikeslea village girl, she's got the case of he married me first.
Yeah.
And then he went behind my back and went to marry someone else. She can take it up on she's got some backup and some way in which she can fight. With the lady, I don't think she should concentrate on anything that's got to do with the marriage, because there's nothing she can do, honestly speaking.
Sure.
She just has to accept and decide whether she's leaving the relationship one, or she's staying and fixing the mess that's been done in the business. But the marriage, she should just accept.
It's either she agrees to now being married, if even though it's something that she never wanted to for security, if she still wants the man. Because you know how we are denial sometimes. We're like in denial about the fact that this is who I am. I know that for the longest time this is who I've been showing you that I am, but the mask has fallen off. This is actually who I am. So we still want to hold on to what we've known over the years. So meaning that if she wants to hold on to the relationship itself and work from there, that means that she has to agree to be a wife also, so that now at least she can still have a piece of the husband, and then they see how they work out the whole business thing. But the best idea, which I feel like for all of us who are here, we are speaking from the point of luxury because we are outside the situation, our hearts are not in it, so we are technical. We are thinking about it from a business point of view to say, listen, the relationship didn't work out, but what needs to happen now is that you need to tap out of it and just save whatever that you can from the business.
And the problem is, even if she now decides to say, okay, let me take my beliefs and my values and put them aside and get married to this guy, she's not going to become the second wife.
Yo, and she's delaying herself even more because eventually it's not going to end well.
Yeah. Even if she decided to get married to him the following day after he got married, she's still going to become the second wife with the title of first wife.
Yo.
Legally, she's the second wife, because when they take out their papers, the wife will show, with Mina, I got married to him
On this date.
and then she comes and says, I also got married to him on this date, but I was with him before you. I was with him for 7 years and what, but it does not count.
Yo,
what counts is when did you get married. So now she's automatically the second wife, whether she gets married to him. So do you see, like when we try to go outside of thinking about the business and thinking about her and her feelings,
it doesn't favor her still.
The fact that she's in love and all that, it still does not benefit her.
Yo,
So
Mina, guys.
Either way, it's a lose-lose situation.
Imagine if that guy were to die and they had to seat people at the funeral. Where do you think she's going to be sitting, and where do you think that other woman is going to be sitting? Then if you were to get in God forbid, get in an accident today and he's dying, and now we're at the funeral.
She's at the back with the black hat and sunglasses, while the wife is at the front with the family.
Mina, all I can say in conclusion from this whole thing is Abafana, Bashimani, the boys. That's all I have to say.
Let us gather as women from all continents of the world and buy petrol and ban these people.
What about our fathers and our sons? Well, guys, anyway, thank you so much for your input. I really appreciate you, ladies. I believe our person.
Madam Speaker.
Yes, ma'am.
So you are saying you married this woman because of a royalty culture, blah blah blah. So did you not sleep with her?
Actually, now they must bear an heir. They have to bear a son who must carry the lineage of them.
And so are you not going to continue sleeping with her?
I don't know, my sister. I don't know.
Because you need to know that is my...
But also, it's not like anything that's going to come out of this man's mouth you're going to believe anyway.
He's a liar, man.
He's a liar. He managed to successfully pull off a wedding with your pension money.
What hurts the most, I think what hurts the most is the fact that it's her money that went and married the other woman.
Does the other woman even know that she's there?
Yeah, as a first web paper, as just someone who we are pushing together in Goli, we are business partners. But when you are the wife, you are a moracha. Do you know when petty people say moracha? You are a moracha, wena, of the cows. Oh.
You see why I said the lady is now a glorified girlfriend.
Exactly. That's exactly what she is. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining, and I have to love you and leave you. For those who are only joining in now, please hop over to YouTube and leave a comment there and tell us, or what can you advise our sister. If you can link her up, if you can hook her up, please do that. But for today, thank you so much, ladies, for joining in and for sharing your stories with us.
Thank
Village
you.
girl,
Bye
I wish you all the best, my
bye.
darling. Scream and say ouch and shout when it hurts and when you need help. The other two beautiful ones, I shall see you on the flip side. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye.